Let's go ahead and get this party started here. So today we are going to look at how to search engine optimize your blog post or your articles, however you want to kind of phrase this. This is Self-Publishing with Dale, and if you want to learn more about writing and publishing books that sell, make sure, of course, that you hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification icon so you don't miss a single one of these videos here. And, this is a little different. It's a little impromptu. Actually, I've been working on some stuff behind the scenes, and I thought, it's so funny. A lot of things come second nature to me. So I thought it would be a great idea to come on here and do a simulcast. So right now I'm broadcasting out to YouTube, over to Twitch, 3 different Facebook pages, including a page and 2 groups, and LinkedIn. What's going on, LinkedIn family? It's good to see every single one of you coming in here today. If you got questions, concerns, comments, make sure you drop them inside the chat. This is going to be a deep dive. Buckle up, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, because I'm really going to show you exactly how I'm able to drive thousands of unique visitors per week with blog articles. Yes, blogs are still very, very much relevant. In fact, it's one of the greatest ways to build an online presence that drives traffic to your website, because you can go to social media, you can publish through KDP, you can do all those types of things, but at the end of the day, that is somebody else's platform. Your website is your platform. So ultimately, you want to make sure that you're beefing that up and building some good relevancy there. So in any event, we're going to go into a little bit of a screen share. Oh, hang on a second. It's showing my dashboard. Give me just a moment here, folks. How are you doing? Great to see all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do very much appreciate it. All right, let's see here. I'm not sure how it went to that monitor. Nope, we don't want it that one. There we go. Excellent. Let me make sure. I'm going to transition over here and make sure it went over to the right one. Okay, good stuff. All right, so we're going to pop in here. Before we do jump into things, I want to, of course, pay the bills. Folks, this month I am very tickled to death to work with winningwriters.com again and their 7th annual North Street Book Prize. This is a competition open to all self-published authors. Sorry, trad pub authors, you're not welcome on this one. You got to sit this one out. But the good news is, if you are self-published, no matter when you publish a book, this year, last year, 10 years ago, if it's your book and you have the rights to it, you can actually submit it into this competition and be eligible to win. All right, a chance to win, I should say. I'm not going to tell you you're going to definitely win $5,000 in the grand prize, and also some great marketing and support. I'm telling you, folks, go over to winningwriters.com/Dale21 to get more details. There's 6 different categories. Each one of the categories, the finalist of that, each category is going to get $1,000 in marketing type stuff added to it as well. So I'm really excited to work with these folks. In fact, you will notice not often do I ever get behind, actually never do I get behind any type of book awards, because my folks over at Book Award Pro got me covered. But I've worked with Adam and the crew over at Winning Writers last year, and it was great. I had some positive feedback from some of you that entered the competition. So again, head over to winningwriters.com/Dale21 today to enroll your book in this prestigious award here. So what's going on, Kevin McGuire? Great to see you there, buddy. So let me know, where are you watching from right now? I know there's about a handful of you watching. I appreciate it. We are going to be doing some search engine optimization. I've got 2 blog posts. So let me lay the groundwork. I'm going to shut off this inset here for just a second. Here's the deal. When building out your website, it's great that you can go ahead and have your main landing page, and you'll also have, let's say, like a bookshelf and about page. But the biggest issue is, how do you drive traffic towards it? Well, blog posts are where it comes into play. Think of something that's going to be relevant to your ideal reading audience, or even your audience in general. And with that being said, that's how you create these posts. I've been doing blogging off and on since right about 2015, I would say, is when I'd really started out with this particular blog. I've been working on it for about I'm thinking 3 to 4 years, probably closer to 4 years, because I was already about a year into the business on YouTube when I decided to do this. So here's why I built out a blog for Self-Publishing with Dale. That's just over at, by the way, selfpublishingwithdale.com. You guys are going to get to see all this stuff. So what I do is I will take a video that particularly performs really well, or I want to give it a little bit more love, and I create a post based on that particular video post. So here's what ends up happening is I get it all search engine optimized, like I'm going to get ready here to show you guys and gals. And then I take the video and I embed a player into the blog. So I essentially backlink the YouTube video. Now, some of you may not be familiar with what backlinking is. Backlinking means linking out to another website with the intent and purpose to drive relevancy for the given website. So that means that by me embedding these videos on my website, people are watching. So first of all, that means that I will be getting some more watch time. I'll be getting paid through AdSense. Maybe I'll make more sales through affiliate offers or coaching, consulting, or even courses. You get the idea. So it's just trying to build all this stuff out here. So I was initially treating my website kind of just, it was a link dropping ground. I essentially only wanted to build a YouTube channel. Now, if you fast forward sometime later, and it's been a little bit since Ava has told me how many hits that we get on our website on a weekly basis. I know it's in the thousands, so that's kind of nice. I think like 1,300, maybe 1,500, something like that. It's nothing spectacular, but considering the niche topic, I think we're doing really, really, really well. So I want to kind of show you a behind the scenes look on how I'm putting together some of these articles. So now, with all that being said, I'm going to show you a few links and such. There are some links in each one of the descriptions on the various platforms, but I'll try to say them verbally to each one of you here as we're going through them. So the very first thing I did was, okay, I got to be straight up with you. I've done writing for my posts where I take the video and I write it myself, and it's great, but it usually will eat up, I would say, 3 hours, 4 hours of my time. Because I sit down, I got to try to craft it out, figure out how I can work the video in there that it makes sense. And I'm not trying to directly lift from the video. I want to kind of maybe add a little bit of flavoring, something that is more exciting for people to read that, and then possibly feel compelled to watch the video at the very end. So that's where I'm headed right now. So the problem is I don't have 3 to 4 hours to spare, but thankfully I've got a service that's called Floxy. And by the way, the only sponsors today is North Street Book Prize. All right. So the rest of these are not sponsors. They are affiliate links. So let's go on over here. What we'll do is, very first thing is a company called Floxy. All right. And you can go over, take a look over at dalelinks.com/Floxy to take a look at what they have to offer. So what Floxy does is video editing, they do copywriting, and they also do graphic design, which their graphic design team is just amazing there. Well worth it. I'm going to drop this inside the chat here. Give me just a moment so everybody has the opportunity to just a fair warning. All right. If you're a newbie author, or you're new to the blogging industry and such like that, and you're a bit more cash strapped, this might not be the ideal service for you, because you're starting at about a little less than $500 per month. And of course, you'll get price breaks if you buy it quarterly or annually. I get mine quarterly, so it runs, I think, like a little over $400 per month for me to do the service, and I'm able to kind of keep them busy. So here more recently, I started building out a YouTube channel, and unfortunately, I'm a little bit of a holding pattern, so I'm like, let's keep them busy with some blog stuff. Because see, you can just put up as many gigs as you want, but they only will take 1 gig at a time. So that means that they've got to get through this first gig before they get to the second gig before they get to the third gig, and so on and so forth. So I use them for a variety of things. So naturally, I was like, you know what? I tried them out for blog posts on my other channel, Live Streaming Tech, was really happy with the results that came back. So I said, let's go ahead and create some blog posts based on my 2 most popular videos right now. And so I was just tickled to death here when I got these back, didn't have to really expend too much energy. And we're actually going to take a read on it here right about now. What's going on, Onkstaz? Oh, hey, a Twitch stream. Yeah. I popped in here. I fooled you guys. I'm just doing a simulcast today, to be honest with you. This was not on the books. I just wanted to get on and just hang out with you guys. That's literally all. I gotta admit, I had a COVID test yesterday, completely negative. So that's great, right? But I've got to remain isolated till my doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. So I'm trying to find ways to kind of deal with being cooped up and indoors here while we do this. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that, Ongstas. That's so nice of you. I really do appreciate you. All right, so let's get to blogging here, folks. So, all right. Very first thing we're going to do is let's open it on up over to selfpublishingwithdale.com. And I use WordPress. Feel free to use whatever you wish to, but a lot of what I'm going to tell you and some of the tools that I use kind of lie right over there on WordPress. I highly recommend that you get 1, if not 2 different plugins to really make this kind of work. One, I think, is absolutely critical. And let me go ahead and I'm going to hit add new. We're going to go into here. All right. And the plugin works with your search engine optimization. Now, I don't have a link to this. I don't have an affiliate or anything else like that. It's called Rank Math SEO. That's the plugin widget. No, it's not a widget. It's a plugin, Dale. Come on, get with the program. It's a plugin called Rank Math SEO, 100% free. Yes, they do have a way that you can increase the amount of stuff that you get by paying either like a lifetime or could be a monthly type thing. I've never looked into it because I'm super happy with what happens. So ultimately, this is what we want to shoot for here. On the right-hand side, you see it says SEO 2 out of 100. We want to get that number to as close to 100 as possible, meaning that we have search engine optimized this the best that we can. So that way it's identified by places like Google, DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, so on and so forth, any type of search engine on here. So those are the top 3 for my specific area here. All right. The thing is, though, knowing like what you want to do is going to be half the battle. But thankfully, I've got my top videos that I popped out. Here we go. We got blog. All right. So I had this written by 2 different writers. The very first thing we're going to start out was the Kindle comparison video that I had. It was Kindle Basic versus Kindle Oasis versus the Paperwhite versus the Fire HD 10. So I'm going to bring this on down here. And we're going to go ahead and have a peek at it here. Give me just a second. All right, Pro Writing Aid, we don't need you just yet. Okay, so this is the blog post. This is going to be kind of awkward and a little bit weird, but I thought, I'll go ahead and just read it out loud so that way it makes sense. Which Kindle is best for me? A Kindle comparison. Now, the keyword I believe I wanted to shoot for was Kindle comparison. So I'm hoping that I see this a handful of times, but if I don't, I'm not too worried about it because Kindle is the word I'm wanting to place for. If you're an avid reader, you're probably reading most of your books on Amazon. When Kindles first came out, there was only one, but they have a couple of options these days, more than a couple options. So which Kindle is the best one for your needs? Let's take a look at the Kindle Basic, Kindle Paperwhite, Kindle Oasis, and the Amazon Fire HD 10. So good start, not bad. They hit the target keywords that I wanted to. Those were kind of my secondary ones. I really wanted Kindle comparison more than anything, but I'm willing to flex a little bit. Kindle Basic. The Kindle Basic has 8 gigabytes of storage and retails for around $90. It has a 6-inch screen with an e-ink display, which makes it easier on your eyes when reading blocks of text. The pixels per image are relatively low at about 167 pixels per inch, but keep in mind that this is your basic starter Kindle. Like all Kindles, the Basic integrates with Goodreads. The screen brightness can be adjusted so you can reduce glare and see the screen in different lighting conditions. If you don't want to spend a lot of time and only need a device for reading, this is your best bet. Now, I'll probably show you here in a little bit how I'm going to end up formatting this a little bit differently because I'm not really big on the blocks of text. It's great for books, but when it comes to blogging, you got to kind of approach it kind of like your copywriting. What's going on, Kathy Fitz? Great to see you. Haven't heard of Floxy before. Interesting. Yes. Oh, dude, I'm surprised. You and I talk on a regular basis. I've been using Floxy 4 or 5 months with live streaming tech. I'm going into my first full month here with Floxy, with self-publishing with Dale, just that business, because those function as 2 different business entities. All right, let's keep pushing forward. Kindle Paperwhite. Kindle Paperwhite has 32 gigabytes with a 6-inch screen. It goes for about $160. The Paperwhite is meant to mimic the look of a book page. It also has an e-ink display, but the text is crisper and clearer at 300 ppi. I don't think that was 300 ppi. But this person, watched my video, so whatever I said in it is probably correct. Plus, it has a dark mode for reading at night. Yes, love me some dark mode. And if you read in the tub or like to read by the pool, you don't have to worry about dropping your Kindle. The Paperwhite's completely waterproof for 60 minutes and up to 2 meters of water. It has more features than the basic Kindle version. But the Kindle Paperwhite costs $10 more than a 10-inch Fire tablet. Hey, Dale, thought you were off this platform. No, I didn't quit Twitch altogether. No, I'm still going to make it available. I'll make occasional appearances like I did today. I go through all the whole situation, but I'm aggregating out Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. So if you happen to be watching from wherever avenue, please let me know where you're watching. So Kindle Oasis. Next, we have the Oasis, the creme de la creme of the Kindles. It comes in, I don't know what I call creme de la creme, but it is like the Mac Daddy of all Kindles. Like, you're going to pay a lot of money for a Kindle Oasis. It comes in 8 to 32 gigabytes memory storage options. It's not cheap at $280, but it has a lot more bells and whistles than the other options. It's true. The screen is a little bigger at 7 inches. The PPI is 300, just like the Paperwhite, plus it's waterproof and has dark mode too. Unlike the other Kindles, the Oasis has a matte finish to hide fingerprints. It's not the only reason why it has matte. Well, okay. The Oasis is designed for the user's comfort. If you want a Kindle just for reading, this is the one to get. It has a comfortable ergonomic grip and dials to turn the pages so you can read one-handed. Plus, you can pay a little extra up front for 3G or 4G cellular service. It's a nice option to have as you need cellular or Wi-Fi to download new books. And of all the devices, Oasis has the longest battery life. True. Very, very true. It was crazy how long I'd used the Oasis. And, the funny thing is I ended up gifting it to my mother-in-law because I just honestly, to this day, I still like Kindle Paperwhite the best. It sounds crazy. I'm paying less, but enjoying it more. The beveled feature on the Kindle Oasis just messed me up. Like, honestly, I got so used to just a flat Kindle that grabbing that, it felt weird. So... Inside the Lab stream, you back on Twitch, D? No, not well. Yes and no. I didn't really leave. I just I stopped doing the podcasts on Monday nights. Today's just kind of a random stream. I just wanted to come on here and say what's up. By the way, it's good to see you. I'm assuming that's Terrence from Inside the Lab, PC Tech. So always good to see you, man. We got to get together, you, me, and my bro, and see about doing a collaboration on our channels. Fire HD10. Last, we have the Amazon Fire HD10, which isn't a Kindle at all. The Fire, typically, that's the funny thing is you will hear a lot of people calling it the Kindle Fire, like a lot. In fact, you can even go onto YouTube or Google and start typing in Kindle Fire, and you'll see a ton of searching for it because people just automatically assume it's a Kindle, and believe it or not, it's a tablet. But I put it with this video because you can use the Kindle reading app, and it's really awesome. If you're a comic book nerd like me and like to download some and play, then that's the way to definitely go. So, all right. Last, we have the Amazon Fire HD10, which isn't a Kindle at all. The Fire typically retails for $150, which is a lot cheaper than the iPads. Yeah, but not as nice as iPads, though, either. I'm going to switch this to iPads. Perfect. It's a 10-inch screen with 1080 resolution, so it's suitable for watching movies. Unlike the 3 Kindles, which are black and white, the Fire has a colored screen, so it burns battery life a lot faster. True. But I'll tell you this, though. Of the different Fires that I have so far, the Fire HD10 holds the best charge of the tablets. I was just kind of having to charge up my Nook that I just bought recently, the Nook tablet, and it has nowhere near the same battery life as what the Fire HD10 does. But I'll eventually be doing, a video about Nook. Let's see here. The Fire is a lot heavier than the Kindle, so your arm might get tired holding it up for an extended amount of time. It's true. It doesn't integrate with Goodreads. It does, actually. Oh, okay. I see. it doesn't, yeah, so Goodreads is one word. I don't know if they realized that they did that. It doesn't integrate with Goodreads the same as the Kindles, but you can download the Goodreads app. All these Kindles can be used with Audible, but Fire is the only one that has built-in speakers so you can skip headphones. It also charges with an included USB-C cord, while the 3 Kindles all charge with the micro USB. If you want an all-in-one device you can use for reading, watching movies, and checking social media, the Fire is the way to go. Totally agree. Here's a little disclaimer that Floxy put in here and sources used, and of course it goes over to my specific video. So now let's take this and we're going to go ahead and turn it into a blog post. Now, the very first thing I'm going to tell you is my main purpose is to drive more traffic to that video. The video is doing really, really well. And one of the things, if you happen to get into video content creation here on YouTube and publishing videos, is driving more traffic to that video. You want to make sure that you have more people coming in. So that way YouTube's like, hey, there's something significant about this. I'm going to go ahead and serve this video to more people. So that's my end goal on this one. The next thing is just drawing in more of an audience through different types of blog posts instead of the same old, well, here's how you optimize your keywords for your book, you know, not the same old tired stuff. So this one right here is a little bit more fun. It also gives authors the opportunity to show their readers maybe a post about some different options for them when it comes to Kindles, because I think each one of you, if you're an author, you've probably heard this at some point or another. Someone's going to probably, you know, say, hey, oh, so what do you do? And you're going to, I'm an author. Oh, what books do you have? Can I read it? And be like, yeah, sure. You can go pick it up over at Amazon. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have a Kindle. So many times. And, you know, there is the free Kindle reading app, but in some instances, some people are going to get a Kindle. So what better way than to go ahead and send them to the right source? Yay. What's going on, Caleb? It's good to see you, buddy. All right, so let's go back over here into the screen share. So now we're going to go ahead and start to pick this apart. We're going to Control A, Control C, and now let's go over into the site, and we're just going to hit Control V. Drop it right in there, and I'll get it all fixed out. It looks a little wonky right now. That's okay. I don't need to put this together. All right. There's a lot of work that's going to need to be done here. Which Kindle is best for me? I don't know that we're going to use that for a title. So let me go over into the original video. And that's going to be on the main channel. Dang. Let me do this. We'll go into YouTube. And it probably should show Kindle comparison. There it is, right at the very top. 5 months ago. So this is what the post is based on, is this one. So we're just going to leave me in a sneeze face here. Alrighty, and I'm going to drop this down here because there's going to be some links that I'm going to need here at some point or another on this post. Okay, so here's the original title. All right, now we've already kind of talked about Floxy. They're the ones who did the actual blog post for me, and putting together the request for it is dead simple. So let me go ahead and show you what I did to get the blog post. We're going to log out. Everybody avert your view. You're not supposed to know my passwords and things like that, even if it is 10 dots. Totally kidding. All right. No, you don't. Get over here. All right. So this is how it typically will work. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to go ahead and start new project. I'll go into copywriting. I'll hit the drop down. You'll see it has so many things: article, biography, blog post, branding guide, infographic, landing page. Like, they do everything here, but I'm using them for a blog post today. We're going to hit next. Now, here are some of the writers I've used before, and here's one I've used on the other account. I really like her work. These two were the ones that wrote the ones I'm going to post here today. So many people use the dots for passwords. It's madness. Yeah, exactly. Don't they know? If I wanted to invite them, I can also include it, but I really want Maria on this project because I like her writing style. William and Jules did pretty good. In fact, I think the one that we just read, Jules did that one. The very next blog post we're going to work with is going to be William here. So, and both so far look pretty good. Okay, so this bucket is like if we had some images and things like that we want commonly associated with our stuff. I'm usually not using the bucket because honestly, I don't want some of the guest bloggers or the ghostwriters, if you will, giving me content that might not be like legal, if it's not Creative Commons or they own the rights to it. They're really good. They actually have some type of a stock video and image and audio footage that they can pull from, but I would rather just choose them myself. So that's why I skip select bucket. All right. Now we're going to go into the specific title. Let's just say, for instance, today was Kindle comparison. And then I want to fill them in about everything that I want them to know about. In fact, actually so much so, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to open up. I've actually got a video request list that I use on Flocksy. So for something like the blog posts, I will grab usually what I need, all of my needs here. So I will typically go, boom, pop it on in here. If I've got a video, I would take the video then. I would go ahead, copy the URL. We'd paste it on in here. And I would say a focus keyword. Maybe it is Kindle. In fact, you know, we're just going to make it simple. Amazon Kindle. That's probably a super competitive word, but we're just going to roll with it. And I've got everything kind of broken up here. I say create a 1,000 to 1,500 word blog post covering the video. It's so funny. I've got reference right there, and I probably could just do that. So I just essentially repeated myself. So there we go. The tone should be informal. Please do not simply use the transcript or type in word for word what's spoken in the video. We want strictly original content. I put the focus keyword that I want them to have that. With the focus keyword, you want it to kind of appear in there 6-8 times. It just depends on the length. If it's about 600 words, 6 is probably more than sufficient, because you don't want it to be any more than about 10% of your actual post. Otherwise, you're going to be kind of noticed as spam. Steven Sarah, how you doing, buddy? I'll dual view on here and Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Amazon rejected the design because I checked youth and it says ecstasy. It rhymes with me. Important to the design. I asked for a second opinion and they accepted. I'm 3 for 3 on those. Nice. Well done, man. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get on here either today, buddy. So here is how we went ahead. If we have other resources we want to include, we put the number of words that we wish to have. They have 1,000 word max, but I've noticed like they've gone over a couple times on the other account that I use. And if you have any kind of images or anything else you want to include, you put it here and then you hit submit project. Now, I'm not going to submit this project because they're going to be thinking like, why are you asking for this again? So here's what we'll do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to go back to the dashboard. Not a big deal. All right, I'm going to move that on over there. We're done with Flocksy. So if you guys and gals want more information about Flocksy, head on over to dalelinks.com/Flocksy to get more details. Again, dalelinks.com/Flocksy, and you can actually pick up yourself membership. Thank you so much. That is actually a referral link. It's not an affiliate link, meaning that if you end up purchasing something, I get a free month. Hooray. And if you don't, that's totally cool. I understand this is not something that's going to be for everybody. So let's say that you've wrote your own content. You're like, okay, I've got all my stuff written. I can't quite tell. Is that the Kindlepreneur shirt? Yes, it is. It is. Let's go ahead. What we're going to start to do is figure out the next step is going to be, now I'm done with Flocksy. We're going to close that one out. We're going to go into a new software called conversion.ai. Now, this is pretty interesting. I just stumbled over this not too long ago. And what it does is it's artificial intelligence, and it'll actually start to write things for you. Now, I don't trust it enough to put together a sound piece for a blog post just yet. I'm just kind of getting to know it. But I have been able to whip together some good video descriptions. I've done some good titles through them. It's just really a lot of fun. Now, thankfully, conversion.ai is not going to break your bank. And I think actually, if you use my link to start up your own account, you get 10,000 words free on here. And I've got the pro plan, so it's unlimited. But anyway, that's dalelinks.com/conversion if you want to go ahead and check it out. I'll drop it on in there. dalelinks.com/conversion will take you on over there. Again, you get 10,000 words for free. But any event, I'm going to go into the templates, and I'm looking for a blog post title. Something, it's like intro paragraph. Okay, we don't need that. Blog post, okay. Blog post topic ideas. See, I want some type of a good headline. See, I wish they had a blog post headline. Google Ads headline. Okay, there we go. Maybe we can use something like that. Amazon product features. Video titles. Now I'm probably going to use video titles. That's probably where I'm going to hit. Email subject lines. Here we go. SEO blog posts, title, and meta descriptions. I have not used this one yet, so this is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and we're going to select this. Okay, so the company and product name, blog post title. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to put in self-publishing with Dale. And I'm going to take that blog post title. I wanted it to give me a better title, but maybe it'll create a title that's a little bit better. So here, we're going to nab this one from the video and see if it spits back something completely different. No, it's doing that right there. Hang on. All right. Blog post description. I don't know. We'll say, are you in the market to buy a new Kindle or Amazon Fire? Then find out the best options for you in this Kindle comparison post. All right. And the keyword we're going to go ahead and place for, I'm not 100% on board with Kindle comparison, just the fact that it's going to be really, really tough to try to squeeze in more keywords, but I don't know. Let's just shoot for a broad keyword of Kindle. It might end up loading us up too much with Kindle, but we'll see. I've got a design created in Fiverr. Got a video coming out about it in Monday. Great design. Going to have a YouTuber promote it. There will be a video about it too. Nice. Well done. Oh no, it's Skynet. It's going to blow up the world. It's crazy, knuckleheaded, terrible. No, it's not terrible. You go stand in the corner, Steven Searle. All right. So here is the kind of the cool thing. And my big head's probably covering this up. Let's see here. I'm gonna minimize this just a little bit so everyone can kind of see what's going on here. Give me just a second, and maybe I can scoot it up a little bit. So on the very bottom, you see it says generate, and you can do up to like 3 outputs. You can go down to 2, 1, or even 5 if you wish to. I find 3 is pretty good. Let's go ahead and maximize this now that you guys know what I'm dealing with down here. I'm going to generate AI content. This is going to take just a moment, and while that happens, I'm going to take a drink of water here. Okay, so it looks like they went ahead and they kept the title the same, and that's fair. I was hoping it would kind of change things up, but I can probably use something completely different. But the meta description's kind of nice because that will save a little work. But I'm not sure why. I think I probably need to redo this meta description. Compare the different Kindles available, including what they offer and their price. Discover which is best for you in this comparison post. Keywords to include in meta description tags are usually niche words that can help your article rank on Google. Yeah, I'm not sure why. That one kind of acted a little bit weird. So we're going to flag that one. It has directions for conversion and not the meta description. So that's kind of a nice thing. It's not perfect. Obviously, you're working with artificial intelligence. So I'm going to bug out now. We'll catch the replay. Awesome. Sounds good, buddy. I'll see you on the replay. So we just go ahead and report that. That's not a big issue. And we can always just go and redo them if we wish to. But I'm going to look through these because these meta descriptions look pretty decent. Which one of the latest Kindles is right for you? Find out here. Keyword to, okay, yeah, that's just garbage. Find out the difference between the 4 Amazon Kindles and which one is right for you. I think I'm actually going to go with the glitched out one here. So here's what we're going to do is you're going to need to make sure, first of all, that you have the Rank Math SEO plugin set in here, because the very first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to drop in a focus keyword. I wonder if Kindle e-reader will be a good one. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to play around here a little bit. We're going to go Kindle. All right. So I'm going to test these ones out. We're going to go over to trends.google.com and we're going to type in Kindle e-reader and Kindle. Let's see which one is searched the most. Obviously Kindle is, yeah. But it's such a broad keyword, and it's going to probably be super, super competitive. So I'm going to try something a little different here. We know Kindle's just dominating, so let's see which one's better. Okay, so it's a bit of a tie with e-reader being an entire word and 2 separate words. And let's toss in here Kindle e-reader. Okay, so e-reader does not get pulled up as often. It's looking like a vast majority of the traffic is coming from Kindle e-reader as one single word. So 440 searches right there. I'm digging that. So this is where we're going to kind of tweak the title just a little bit. We're going to keep Kindle e-reader. It's okay for us to leave Kindle in place if we wanted to. It's not going to affect us poorly or anything else. But so, all right, content 611 words long. We might end up adding a couple words. I don't know. We're just going to kind of see how the post is as we go along. You'll find that when you hit the drop down, it'll show you some of the areas that you need to tighten up on. This makes search engine optimizing dead simple here, folks. Again, I don't have an affiliate for Rank Math SEO. This is just a little bit of a tip for those of you that have WordPress out there. So I'm not going to go too far into the weeds on this one. Let's just make sure that we edit the snippet. And I'm going to change this permalink, which is the subdirectory that's going to be attached to this blog. Give me just a second here, folks. My face is glitching here. There we go. Yeah, for some reason, the Brio just does not like streaming these days. So I'm just going to go ahead and delete the Brio. Get out of here. Get. Okay. Sorry about that. The glitchiness there, folks. Okay. We need to put in the title up here. Let's grab it on over here. I'm going to hit copy on this one, and we're going to hit paste. Now, we want to have Kindle e-reader in the title. So what I'm going to do is probably leave this as is. Let's take a look at the word count. It's probably, the character count's probably going to be absurdly high. Yeah. So instead, why don't we go ahead, instead of being redundant, we'll remove Kindle. We'll put basic versus Oasis versus Paperwhite. Let's see how that looks. Again, we don't want a lot of this ellipses popping up when we do a search because there's just too much ambiguity about it. So why don't we go for like a good headline of some sort. So I'm going to open up another window here for conversion.ai. Come on now, dude. Did you erase my stuff? Don't you dare. Okay, we're good. Let's go into templates here. I'm really looking for a good hook for after Kindle e-reader comparison. Ooh, why don't we just do which one's worth it? I mean, right? Compelling email subject line. Why don't we do it from this one here? Self-publishing. Come on now, Dale. We're going to keep that professional for the tone. And what's the email going to be about? We're taking a look at 4 different models of the Kindle e-reader. Which one is worth it? Find out now. Gonna make coffee, just woke up. Awesome, man. All right, we're going to go ahead and generate AI content. Let's see what type of an email subject line. Which Kindle is right for you? Okay. 4 models of Kindle e-reader. Which is worth it? Ooh, see, that's what I was thinking. Should you publish on Kindle or Kobo? No, we don't want that. Let's do 3 more. Let's see what else they got for us here. Which Kindle e-reader is for you? Okay, cool. We already said Kindle e-reader and said the title. I don't want to get it in the subtitle. Investing in Kindles, I don't think anybody thinks they're going to invest in it. Which Kindle size is right for you? Okay, better. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to generate 3 more. Because I think I see which Kindle size is right for you is a pretty good one, or which Kindle is right for you. 4 models of Kindle, which is worth the money. Which Kindle's the best? I like this one the best right here. So we're just going to get rid of the 4-way comparison thing right there. I'm going to capitalize that. All right, so we've got our title set. Let's get on back down here to the meta description, start to build this out. So the very first thing I want to do is I'm going to include Kindle e-reader. Okay. It might be, it's getting up there. So you see this little meter here on the right-hand side? We want to get it down probably a little closer into like the green area, but it's not terrible because it's not going above 75 characters. So we're pretty good right now. So we'll take a look here at the permalink. Let's, I'm going to save draft. That way I don't back out and lose everything that I had. All right. Look, our SEO is up to 17 out of 100. We're doing all right. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet of what we're going to do. I'm going to go into the very first here. If you're an avid reader, you're probably reading one of your books on Amazon. I really think that his intro paragraph is pretty good, but we may have to kind of pare it down just a little bit. Okay, so it's way too many characters. I need to get it down to below about 160 altogether. If you're an average reader, you're probably reading most of your books on Amazon. There was only one. I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to go and get down to which Kindle is best. I'm going to kill all that. Is best for your needs. Okay, so we're about 5 characters over here. I try not to be too anal retentive, but in the same instance, I try to still paint within the lines. If you're an avid reader, you're probably reading books from Amazon. Still a little bit in the red, but we're still below the 160 that they recommend that we stay below. Let's kick it down a little bit further and try to get it down into a little bit more in the green. If you're an avid reader, you probably read books from Amazon. Okay, so we're getting down there. I think the text is a little heavy on this one. Okay, I almost feel like this can probably be removed. If you're an avid reader, you're probably reading books from Amazon. So, what Kindle's best for your needs? So you see, I kind of dropped a little bit from in the green down into more of like a greenish yellow. So maybe I need to put in a little bit more content. You considered using a Kindle. I'm going to say, if so, what Kindle's best for your needs? Perfect. So I might even include read more. Let's see if that fits in there. Oh, nope. Maybe we can say read on. No, they're like, no, you cannot say that. Yeah, I just don't have enough. Okay, I guess it's going to have to remain like that, so it's not too terrible. All right, so we've got the meta description already set. The next thing I want to take a look at is what's going to show up here. So this obviously is getting truncated. It's getting dotted. So I'm just going to remove my site name. So that way when it's served up, okay, see, not too bad. Let's get that pipe out the way. There we go. So when someone searches this up, this is how they're going to see the title. So not too bad. Are there any other self-publishing streams like yours on Twitch? There actually is a handful of ones on here, buddy. Primarily writers, so you're not going to get like the self-publishing information like I do. Everyone else I found is more like an RPG channel. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so there we go. We've got this put in here. We're going to close the editor. We've got the meta description all dialed in. That's ready to rock and roll. Now what we got to do is let's go through and we're going to want to make sure. If you're an avid reader, you're probably, okay, boom, boom. All right, so here's one thing that I like to do, and I know this drives a lot of people crazy, but it works. It gets people to reading more of your content when you break it up. I know it makes most sense when you're putting it all in one paragraph and it looks cleaner, but honestly, this seems to be the way that works for me. Now, if you disagree wholeheartedly and you're like, Dale, no, you're full of poo-poo, that doesn't work, that's totally fine. Do your blog how you see fit. So I found Kahuna and Shy Red Fox so far. They're sweet. They are. Look up the lady writes as well, Stephen Serrell. Okay, so let's go ahead. We've got Kindle in here. And our keyword's going to be e-reader. Did I do? It's all one word. Okay, so we got e-reader. I'm going to go back down here to the meta description because I think I did e-reader separate. Yeah, there we go. So let's do this. We're going to close it out. Kindle e-reader. Boom. And then we're just going to toss in Kindle. There we go. Tony Jacobson, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? Been breaking mine up as well. Same with emails. Yeah, it's just easier to kind of, read through it. It looks a little less imposing when you don't have these giant walls of text. And keep in mind that if you're addressing those that are on mobile devices, a paragraph may not look very big on a desktop or laptop, but as soon as you go over to mobile, keep in mind that's going to be a rather good sized length. And some people don't want to read through that. So this is one of the reasons why, because a sentence alone like this is going to look like a paragraph on a mobile device. You and I both know it's not a full paragraph, but here we are. So we got Kindle e-reader. I'm going to go ahead and make this a heading 2. It's just a preference of mine. I like doing heading 2 on most of these. Let's go ahead. We're going to go Kindle e-reader. We're going to go ahead. Bop, boom. It doesn't work unless you actually make the sound effects. Totally kidding. Don't make the sound effects. You'll just seem weird. Alrighty. I'll probably leave that space open. And then I'm going to go ahead and put Amazon Fire HD 10. The non-Kindle. I'm going to leave the hyphen out. I know it's not grammatically correct, but I'm going for search on this one. The non-Kindle e-reader. Yeah, look, it's trying to make me do the hyphenated. We'll leave the hyphen. Screw it. Screw search engine optimization. Totally kidding, guys. Okay. So we've got this one broken up a little bit. We're going to go back up here, and I'm going to try to just take this line by line. The Kindle Basic has 8 gigabytes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, great. Boom. We're going to go down here. Next one. Boom. Like all Kindles, boom. There we go. Alrighty, just going through, and I'm going to just break up some of this text here. Ideally, I would love to have seen this blog post be a little closer to 1,000, if not 1,500 words. But I truly believe that, if you've got to stretch content, then it's best just to go with shorter content. Gardens of Blessings. Good to see you. Okay, matte finish, blah, blah, blah. There we go. And I'm just going through and breaking this up. And yes, I'll probably do a quick pass on the editing here as soon as we have it semi-formatted here. I know Grammarly is just going crazy on me right now. I must have Pro Writing Aid shut off. Okay, we've got that broken up. Okay. Now here's what I'm going to do. It starts to wrap up here. I'm going to go ahead and add a conclusion here. So now that you know the options for Kindle e-reader, what do you think is the best option? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you have any additional questions about Kindle e-readers, or want to review other e-readers, Let me know. There we go. Add to dictionary. Yes, because that's what we're going to do. All the bold would be gone. All the spaces would be gone. Imagine formatting this on the old KDP interface. Yeah, yeah. Do you have ebook as a keyword? No, but that's a good idea. That's a good idea. We can always toss that on in there. We can even put those into tags as well. This one's not going to be about self-publishing. I'm going to switch out the categories. I want to make sure that, do I have a products reviews area here? Author Central, extra, guest blog posts, interviews. And I'm going to go ahead and put the guest blog post because that is written by someone different. All right, so here we go. Alrighty, now we got to start throwing in some pictures here. Now I'm going to do something. I'm going to cheat just a little bit here. Bear with me here. I want to switch my accounts really fast. Okay. What am I looking for here, Dale? Kindle comparison. Okay. Now this is what I typically do. I know this is probably not the best search engine optimization type thing, but I've got these tags which are closely related with the way I want to appear. So I'm gonna hit add. Got those tags tossed into there. We'll set the featured image here in a little bit. If anything, I might actually pass the buck over to Ava on that one. She does some pretty good images. Okay, Kindle e-reader basic. All right, so here's a great resource. It's called Deposit Photos. So if you're not familiar with Deposit Photos, they typically run like a special through AppSumo like twice per year. And you can get like 100 credits for like 40 bucks or 50 bucks, something like that. In the event that you want to go and just get a subscription to them, that'd be really awesome. Actually, I do have an affiliate link, and I'm going to drop it in here into the chat window. Give me just a second here. It is selfpublishingwithdale.com/deposit photos. Excellent. So you can go ahead and take a look at their rates. You can have a free account. They do free images every week that they release out, images, video, vectors, things like that. So make sure that you at least set up a free account and such. And if you end up getting a subscription, fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and try to find ourselves. We're going to put in all images. And I'm just going to go ahead and type in Kindle e-reader. Let's see what it pulls back. Okay, so here's the Kindle Basics. So that's perfect that they had a picture of it. Although this is a little older model, but I don't think anybody's going to beat me up here. Base Prefect, what's going on? How you doing? So I'm not going to use the super large picture. I'm just going to use this one here, the large 2000 by 1333, and I'll probably end up compressing that image anyways eventually. Today we'll probably just drop it right into the post here. Now, you might be saying to yourself, but Dale, can't we just go ahead and Google up something and just use that? Yeah, you could. You could, but the problem is someone might actually have the rights to those images, and they can come over and create a little bit of a stink with you. So I always recommend just get yourself some licensed images. In instances like this, Deposit Photos got you covered. You're able to use these type of things so long as you have purchased it. So don't just download some stuff from Deposit Photos with their watermark put across it, because that speaks amateur hour. It screams it. Screams it. I said speaks. Screams it. Place it. Ah, okay, good. Good stuff. Been averaging 2,000 words written a day. Nice. Well done. Okay, so where are we going here, Dale? We're going to drop it right here. All right, and then we're just going to drag and drop that right onto the surface here, and it's going to start to upload it. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, okay, this is the time that I'm just going to go ahead and we're just going to put it up as is. But this is the part that I think a lot of people miss. Dan Brock, the Deadbeat Affiliate, taught me this one a long time ago. And this guy's a master of search engine optimization. And using images is one of the best ways to generate more traffic. The alt text is where you're going to want to enter something in here. So let's say, for instance, we put Kindle e-reader into this. And I'm going to go ahead and put in Kindle ebook. Okay, something simple like that. We've got it all put together. I'm going to probably change the size, but we're just going to see how big it is first. We're going to insert into post. And this is a matter of taste. I'm going to probably center it. We'll probably take a look at it when we have everything put together. So this is actually a pretty good size. I couldn't see myself doing it any larger than that. The Kindle Paperwhite. Okay, so I think... Just a second here. I believe I have my Kindle Paperwhite here. Yep. There it is. So maybe we're gonna take a picture. I'm not sure, because I would like to get something that's definitely Kindle Paperwhite. Let's see if it pulls up. I don't think it will. There we go. Here we go. Editorial use only. We're good. Let's find similar images. Let's see if there's more like that. Okay, no. We're going to go back. I don't like the saturation on that image. There we go. This one looks a little bit better. Paperwhite Essentials. Ooh, there's one for the that's not the Paperwhite, that's the Oasis. So we'll be able to use that one. Okay. Editorial use only. I just want to make sure that this is what I want. Okay. Download image. Oh, I wanted to mention that I do different font sizes for mobile and desktop. I use Elementor and created a template for posts. Oh, nice. Good stuff, dude. I've heard good things about Elementor, but to be honest with you, I really dig WordPress more than anything. And all right, we're going to do the same thing. Drag, drop. Give it a second. It's going to kind of process. I may not have to take a picture of the Paperwhite after all. Put that back in the drawer. Glad to see there's quite a few of you that are tuning in. Again, we're aggregating. We're publishing out over to YouTube, Twitch, 2 Facebook groups, and a Facebook business page, as well as LinkedIn. So if you happen to be watching at any of those avenues, please let me know. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? All right, so we've got the picture up here. Cool. It's got the caption in here. We're going to probably pull the caption because I don't want that to appear in the post. You know what? Screw it. Let's leave that in the post. But if I wanted to remove it, though, I could probably do that. Let's go ahead. We're going to put in Kindle e-reader. Oh, you're talking to YouTube people. Yeah, man. Yep, we're on the podcast channel, buddy. Maybe I should triple stream. Maybe. We're going to go ahead and move that into the middle. There's the Paperwhite. Okay, so I think I saw an image on deposit photos. Yeah, here we go. Well, why don't we do this instead? I want to see if maybe it pulls back precisely that, because I'm not a fan of the guy's hand in the image. Ooh, look at these paper. Oh my gosh, this is even better. I really like this image much better. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to take this one instead. Ooh, this editorial use right here. This use of this image in advertising or for promotional purposes is prohibited. So in this one right here, I can't use it, sadly, because it is going to be promotional. I have affiliate links in there. So always be very, very careful about things like that. You got to read that fine print. It doesn't look like there's any Kindle Oasis here. I'm here now. I'm ubiquitous. Yes, you are. You're also wordy. I made myself laugh. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just use this one. I'm not the fan of the dude's hand inside the image, but it works at this point. Unless I pay for a ticket for my mother-in-law to come out and bring the Kindle Oasis back. So I'm sure she'd be elated to come out here, but all right. We've got this image. We're going to drop it on in there. Let's wait for it to kind of autofill. Oh, crud, you can do mock-ups on those. Writers are wordy? Go figure. Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what you mean by doing mock-ups on those, man. Still waiting on this image. This is one of the things why you just don't want to be having gigantic images, because it will take a while to upload, and as well, it will bog down and slow down your site a little bit if you have enough of those on your pages. So, all right, we're going to leave that go. I'm going to go ahead and put in Kindle e-reader again. Insert it into post. Great. We're going to go ahead and make that center. I might change those in a little bit. And then last but not least, we've got the Amazon Fire. So let's go in here. Amazon Fire HD. Let's just see if they happen to have it. No. No. Why don't we go ahead and do Amazon Tablet? Maybe it'll have something that'll look like it. There are white models of this, but this is kind of small for a 10. Yeah. I'm looking here, and this probably looks like the best one that I'm going to be able to get of the lot. So we're going to go ahead and download image. Oh, a place that lets me put an image in the Paperwhite or the Oasis. Nice, nice. That's what you're talking about, the mock-ups. Gotcha. Place that has Kindle Fire. Sweet, sweet. Angstaz, you cannot talk me into getting another subscription. I think my bookkeeper's probably going to end up breaking in two after seeing all the subscriptions I've had over the last month or two of working with her. Let's put it there. Again, let's come on back over here to the post. We're going to drag and drop it on in. Now, I'm going to change up this next alt text on this one here just a little bit. Because if you try to go too overboard with some of these keywords, you're going to get too keyword heavy. As you remember, you roughly don't want to have more than 10% of your content that is, keywords. In fact, like 1% to 2% is perfect. I've found in most instances. You go overboard, the problem is a lot of search engines are going to see you as being spammy. Like, hey, wow, this person's being super, super spammy. Okay. So we got the title here. I'm going to change this to a Amazon tablet. And we're going to go ahead and put in Amazon tablet. And we're going to go ahead and just add an e-reader because you can e-read the stuff on there. So there we go. Insert it into your post. I need to change this right here. The meta description is kind of horrible. We're just going to go ahead and delete that caption. Not a fan of it. I could probably put another one in there, but I'm not going to bother. All right. And then here's what I'm going to do is at the very end here on the conclusion, let's put in a little separator. And now I'm going to go over to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to need to head over to Kindle Comparison. You guys can't see this right now. Please bear with me. Okay, so here we've got the video. I'm going to drop that on in there. Let's go over and visit here for just a second. Shut up, Dale. Okay. We're going to hit share, embed, and we are going to grab one of these. Now, sometimes you can do it with just this. Just copy that and put it in there, or even a long URL. I'm going to show you one way, and we're going to try it out. I can't promise good results. So what we're just going to do is I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to find out where the playlist is. Amazon Kindle, e-reader, and more. I'm going to send people to a playlist instead, because then they will be able to watch more of the content. So I'm going to put in e-reader. Perfect. I'm going to click on this one, and I'm going to select the video in which I want the Kindle comparison. Where are you at? There you are. Pausing it. I'm going to get this long, ugly URL. Now, this works. It used to work a lot. I've noticed it's been a little bit more glitchy lately. But we're just going to go ahead and paste that in there. Ah, it worked. It worked. Nice, nice. See, I love it how that works out. Watch the full video comparison with my in-depth thoughts. The full comparison video. That reads better. That was messing with me. Watch the full comparison video below with in-depth thoughts. All right. Now, the very next thing I need to do is I need to take these like links to actually send people over to some of these products, but I don't want to go completely and totally like, for lack of better terms, I don't want to go crazy on, you know, putting too many of these affiliate links, because that will also get your page suppressed. Let's go ahead and hit save draft. We're right now at 57 out of 100. Now, remember, we started out at a 2 out of 100. It's up to 68 out of 100. So this is nice. We're starting to see it come along slowly but surely. Kindle Basic. All right, so here's what I'm going to do is to see more, visit our affiliate link on Amazon at, okay, so this is where I'm going to probably put the link. So it looks good. All right, excellent. Thank you. Not sure why I'm thanking this, but you know, it is what it is, right? So we got the Kindle Basics. So I'm just going to grab this. I'm going to copy link address. I could go on my Genius Links account, but I don't feel like doing that right now. And that's not the entire thing I wanted. Okay, so it just messed me up. I might have to go to Genius Link after all. Genius Link. Great, log in. Don't look at the dots. All right, let's go into links. And I should be able to look up a link here on Genius Link. The reason why I use this is I could give somebody a .com address, but if they live in the UK or Canada, they're not going to be able to purchase these type of things. So I think the path of least resistance is going to mean getting it to where it aggregates out. So it feeds out to each one of those avenues relative to the person's region. So when they click on it. All right. Okay, so we got the Kindle Basic right here. I'm going to hit the copy on this one. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit paste. Boom. Let's go ahead and make this a hyperlink. We're going to hit Control K. Enter. Most of us are clever enough to do .com and .ca. Angstaz, you feeling me? Yeah. I honestly, like, someone will send that to me. I'll be like, oh, okay, it's the wrong region. I switch it on over. Most people that are not within the business or, you know, doing online work don't know that. So let's get that next affiliate link. That is the Paperwhite. Boom. I'm going to come back and fix this because I don't like the repetitive and redundant wording. But just for the sake of brevity, we're just going to go ahead and keep it like that. To see more about this Kindle e-reader, check out the product on Amazon. All right, perfect. Let's do the same thing down here. Did I keep the sentence? No, I did not. For more info about this Kindle e-reader, check it out on Amazon at, and this is where I need to grab the Oasis. Copy. Oh, you just realized some people left it over and can't. Yeah, get in your Author Central dashboard so you can catch those pretty early. All right, we've got this. We're going to turn this into a hyperlink. There we go. All right, and then we've got one more link to do. So the Amazon Fire HD10 isn't technically an e-reader. Still can be used as such. There we go. Perfect. Not going to overthink this one here. Get out of here. Okay. And check it out here. Okay, so I need to get a different link, I believe. And I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to change out my links here. I'm going to go boom. Okay, Fire HD. Okay, there we go. There's the 10. Boom. I knew it was recent. Okay, now what I need to do to really bring in a little bit more, make it a bit more natural, is I need to see about linking to other posts within my blog, because that's the thing. If we can kind of keep people hanging out on our website, it's going to keep them there longer, and then different search engines is going to weigh your relevance a little bit better than other sites within your niche or your keywords you're trying to place for, so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through, let's save our post, very first thing, save draft. We're up to 74 out of 100. I think we can hit at least the upper 80s, if not the lower 90s. Have a great stream, Dale. Hey, thank you so much, Angstaz. Take care. I appreciate you popping in. It's always great hearing from you. Okay, so I went back. I'm going to go into all posts, and I'm just going to kind of scan through some of these areas and see like where I could possibly put in here, reading most of your books on Amazon. Maybe books on Amazon, we can probably link out. This is tough because this is the first time I've done anything tech related on this specific website. So why don't we do this? I'm going to highlight books on Amazon. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to see if we can pull up something different. Amazon Marketing Services ads for books. It's an old post. I need to get in there and optimize this thing. So let's go ahead and we're going to hit view on this one. This looks like a good fit. And I'm just going to hit Control K, and then it should be able to paste it right in there. Done. You want to have about 2 of these in here that kind of lead people somewhere. Why don't we do this? We're going to go below. Want to learn how you can write and publish to Kindle e-readers? Then check out this post about, and I'll probably put a title there of some sort. So why don't we go ahead, we're going to put in publish book. Let's see which post comes up. 5 ways to use Fiverr to publish a book. Oh, this is a recent article. So let's go ahead. We're going to hit view. I'm going to close out the other one. Perfect. You know, I want to grab the title of this one here first. We're going to hit copy. Paste as plain, oops. Paste as plain text. Hit period. We're going to highlight this now. Control C. Control V. Goes right onto there. So there was another way for us to cleverly send people to the right direction. I'm going to move it back here to paragraph. For whatever reason, it keeps trying to turn the period into the link. There we go. Love it. We're 79 out of 100 right now. So everything's looking pretty good so far. Now what we got to do is we're going to need to see about linking out to other like reputable sites and such. And this is going to come down to just doing the old-fashioned way. We're just going to pop open Google and let's just search up Kindle Basic. I'm just going to look here for, I've never heard of PocketLent.com. All right, Business Insider's got one. And it's best e-reader under $100. I agree. And unsure. Okay, Business Insider typically puts out pretty good pieces. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on up here. Kindle Basic, Control V. We're just going to post it right on there. Let's get one more link going out. Why don't we look up something like, let's say, Kindle comparison. I'm going to see if there's another good article. Ebook reader. Okay, that's a possibility. Tom's Guide's pretty good. We're going to bust open Tom's Guide. Control C. And, scroll down. I'm going to take a look at the actual article here. Best Kindle overall, Amazon Kindle Paperwhite. There we go. So this is perfect. Control V. We've got it pasted in there. Can you browse the internet on e-readers? Yes, but they're abysmally slow. Just really, really, really slow. Like it's slower than dial-up. It's really, really bad. E-readers are just supposed to function, and especially Kindles, just for the sake of just reading stuff. The processors aren't the greatest. If you want a better processor, you got to go to a tablet. The best processor out of all of them is the Kindle Oasis. Kindle Oasis got better. It's got better features and everything else, but you're spending upwards of $300. $300. It's kind of like, I just rather go ahead and just buy a tablet, but that's personal opinion. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing, Steve and Sarah. I appreciate that. Like flip phone. Yes, like flip phone slow. Yes, say that 10 times fast. Do that out loud right now, Steven. And if you happen to be working right now, I want you to shout it out. No, don't do that. Please don't get fired. All right, so we got about 2 links that are outbound in this point. If I happen to stumble on an article, I would end up doubling back and then dropping a link into here. I do notice we've got Goodreads. I want to see the earliest that I mentioned Goodreads on here. So we're going to hit Control F, Goodreads. Okay, so this is the soonest that we had it. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this. Let's just take that one off there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put Goodreads in here because that's a good platform to mention. Boom. All right. And it's going to hit Control V. That links out. Great. Okay, so let's scroll on down, and this is where the Rank Math SEO, or excuse me, Rank Math SEO. Yes, I said it right the first time. Okay, focus keyword not found in the URL. Oh, that's right, because I did e-reader separately. when it should be e-reader. Not found in the, oh, there we go. You better catch up. Focus keyword not found in your SEO meta description. Okay, so we're going to go into the header. Have you considered using a Kindle e-reader? We're going to have to abbreviate. Oh, hey, look at that. That worked out beautifully. Okay, so far, the basic SEO, we've got it down pretty much pat. It's saying the content 795 words long. Remember, we started a little bit north of 600 words on this one. I was able to add in a few other ones that just made sense. The content's about roughly 800 words long. Ideally, we want to see it a little closer to about 1,000, if not 1,200. But in this instance, I'm pretty happy about it. So I'm willing to kind of sacrifice a little bit of my score because I don't want to fluff this up with something unnecessary. Okay, keyword density is 4.15, which is high. The focus keyword combination appears 33 times. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to kill Kindle off of here. There we go. Because I say Kindle so much, it's kind of triggering this. So right now, we're 92 out of 100. We take a look at the focus keyword found in the subheadings. You guys remember I was putting subheadings up here? That's why, because we have these headings here, heading 2, heading 2. They were originally heading 1s, right? So we've got that set. Focus keyword found in image, alternate attributes. Remember we were taking and putting Kindle e-reader on each one of those as alternate text. There's another way. Keyword density is 1.26. The focus keyword in combination appears 10 times, so that's not too bad. URL has 71 characters long. Great work. Great. You are linking to external resources. See that? At least one external link with do follow found in your content. Awesome. You're linking to other resources on your website, which is great, and you haven't used this focus keyword before. So, title readability. Now, this is where we're probably going to kind of weep here. Your title doesn't contain a power word. Add at least one. Your SEO title doesn't contain a number. Now, I don't always adhere to the buying, like, you know, putting numbers in here, but maybe. Let's just... a 4-way. I'm just going to try this out. It may not stick. I might just go ahead and just take the L on this one, a 4-way Kindle e-reader comparison. This might mess it up more than help it, though. Well, according to this, it improved it. All right. Well, there's that. And it's still readable here. So, you know what? I think I'm going to probably just stick with that. That's... wow. Okay. There we go. So we've got that one. Now, the other demand that it had on here, your title doesn't contain a power word. Okay, so I always got to go back and review this one here. Sometimes I just do power words without even realizing it. But like I said, this might be one of those ones. We're just going to have to take the L on. Power words, the art of writing headlines that get clicked. Have you ever wondered why your competitors get more traffic than you do? It's frustrating. We've all been there. Blah, blah, blah. Yakety schmackety. Okay, power words. Let's see where the power words are. What is a power word? Give me some examples. Yeah. Seductive power words, emotional power words. New, free. I'm not going to put free in there because free sometimes gets suppressed. How to. Emotional power words. Curiosity. Yeah, I'm not going to fiddle around with this because I feel like this is pretty strong and we'd just be stuffing some stuff in here for the sake of just trying to get a better score. Because right now we're at 93 out of 100. Okay, here's what I'm going to do is I need to make sure I put this down because I'm not going to do the hero image on this one. I'm just going to contact Ava. Featured image, gestures image. Come on now. For blog posts. All right. Great. Okay, I'm going to save draft. We're just going to take a real quick look through this. No cost is a good sub for free. Yeah, I wish I could put no cost in this one and track people. I was late jumping in. My apologies. Which SEO plugin are you using? I'm using Rank Math SEO. I use the free version, honestly, and I don't have an affiliate for it or anything else like that. It's one of those ones. All right, so we're going to close out Tom's guide. We'll probably, I'm sure, visit it sometime later. Okay, we're going to do one last run through on things here. I do not like the new layout for Grammarly. It gets to be a little bit messy. Ah, boom. So. Okay, I'm just going through and just doing some quick cleanups here. Grammarly pops up over my things and blocks the functions. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Yeah, see, I'm not the biggest fan of this new user interface. It wants me to add in, and unfortunately, I like that. The screen brightness can be adjusted. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the passive sentence structure there. You can adjust the screen brightness. There we go. Why don't we do that? You can adjust the screen brightness to reduce glare and see the screen in different lighting conditions, and to read. There we go. Okay, where are you at, Grammarly? Grammarly ditched me. Why don't you give me a peace sign? Yeah, well, we're just going to go ahead and leave that as is. What the heck? Well, this next post, I think what we'll probably end up doing is makes it easier on your eyes. I don't know why it's highlighting that. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yeah, it's like Grammarly just pooped on itself. This is another reason why I like pro writing it better. It doesn't poop on itself as much. Okay, so this post is ready to rock and roll. So here's what I'm going to do is today is a Thursday. It's not too bad. I'm going to probably just fire it off right now. The next post, I'll probably have it fire off for like Tuesday during like lunch. I'm not worried about having a featured image. I don't think that's going to work against me at this point. Let's go ahead and we're going to hit publish. Take a deep breath. 3, 2, 1, and boom, publish. There we go. And that is the blog post I just finished up here. So I'm going to drop this inside the chat. Feel free to go ahead and drop it on in there. If you happen to read through the post, of course, you probably sat with me already. Make sure you drop a comment on the post. Definitely would love to hear what your thoughts are on this specific blog post. Yeah, so I'm going to take a real quick break. Actually, I got to go hit the restroom here. We're going to come through and do yet one more blog post. Actually, I've got one inside the works. So give me about a couple minutes. We'll be back right here. Grab yourself a drink of water and see you in a second. Okay, so we're back for a little bit more blog and fun. I've got one more blog to put up, easy for me to say. So just as a rehash here, we are working on how to search engine optimize our blog posts. And if you have a blog post on your site, this is probably going to be most relevant to you. And if you're considering it, you may want to kind of take a look at some of these things, even if you're not going to be doing it right now. You'll find it is a in-depth process, but if you just embrace the process, you're going to find that it's just going to build victory upon victory upon victory until you're pretty much just crushing it when it comes to getting traffic over into your website. Nice little here drink for you. Got to go to bed, 10 p.m. in Ukraine. Take care, buddy. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Alrighty. So we just got done doing the Kindle e-reader comparison. Now we're going to go ahead and start a fresh one. And I think it might have been the Paperwhite. So this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to end up leaving this previous post open because I know I'm going to need it. Alrighty. So with that being said, let's get back over here. I'm going to go ahead and hit add new. We're going to pop that open. Okay, so we're 2 out of 100 when it comes to search engine optimization. Again, this is Rank Math SEO, the plugin I'm using with WordPress. Very next thing we need to do is we're going to go ahead and crack this open. This is the previous post. We're just waiting on the new one to come up. Yeah, we'll save that. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's up top. That's the problem when you have 3 monitors. Not paying close enough attention, you'll miss some of these things. So this is Amazon Kindle Unlimited. Is it worth it? Okay, so this one, I'm already liking it right out the gate. It looks like it's right to the point, 894 words, not bad. It's a little closer to that 1,000. So that means we'll probably be able to break 1,000 when it's all said and done. Granted, we're gonna probably lose a paragraph or two here. So here's what we're gonna do is we're gonna just highlight this area right here. You know, hang on, let's do this. Before we even move it over there, so I'm not getting beat up by either one of them. So let's go through here. You enjoy reading it all? I run into some people who still double space after sentences. It's pretty interesting. About 3, okay. The service has an enormous selection. I'm just going to ignore the M dashes and N dashes. Ignore. All right. Boom. Preacher 570. I've been pushed for a long time to write. I'm finally ready to do that. I've been learning a lot from your videos. Thank you. Hey, Preacher, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. You left a comment. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. Yes, folks, if you hadn't had the opportunity, go over to that previous post. It'd be so awesome if you go over and just drop a comment on there. If you're at your 10 book limit, so we're going to go ahead and omit that return. Boom. Yeah, he did an awful lot of double spacing. Not the end of the world. Easy fix, right? To include in your permanent library. Okay, several ebooks also have audiobook companies giving you a great option for enjoying your selections. There's extra space in there. I'm going to skip this one. Boom. Ooh, there's a passive verb in here. Let me read the sentence. If you're counting on the service to make every bestseller and big name author available to you for free, you may be disappointed. You're in for disappointment. How about that? We'll get rid of that. In for disappointment. Wait. Get out of here. If you are someone, no, we're going to ignore that. If you're someone who simply likes to read good work seems suitable. The other ones seem a little bit too outlandish. So we're going to hit ignore. I love that. Yeah, that's definitely not what we're shooting for. Ignore. Boom. Okay, we got another price. That price isn't waived for Amazon Prime customers, and they don't get special discounts for it. My wife double spaces after sentence. I keep telling her it's old-fashioned and ruins her rhythm. Then she asks me to edit stuff, and it throws everything off. Yeah, I'll bet. The price isn't waived. Kindle Unlimited has a price tag, $9.99 a month. We'll say Amazon will not waive the price for Amazon Prime customers. We're just going to go ahead and do Prime customers. Will not waive the price for Prime customers, and they don't get special discounts for it. Okay. Moving further along, all these double spacing. Good Lord, dude. Oh, here's another. Okay, there are general promotions and discounts year-round. We can actually change this to something hyphenated. And bargains for up to 30% off yearly have been made available. Are from time occasionally. I'm probably spelling occasionally wrong. I always get that one wrong. There we go. Let's get all these double spacings pulled out of here. "24 symbols." Okay. Matter of taste. Okay, so choosing one over the other is mostly a matter of taste when it comes to each service's library offerings. See, there's 4 of you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for tuning in here with me. I don't know if everybody was expecting to have a long broadcast, but I'm sitting down. You're getting to work along here with me and learn a little bit more about the search engine optimization. So choosing one over the other is mostly a matter of taste when it comes to each, I'm just going to say with each library services. All right, let's scroll down a little further. It surprised most people to learn. I'm going to change this to lowercase. Same with this one. 2,000 banana stickers. Man, I'm not that rich. Come on now, man. I appreciate your confidence in me. Look at all those double spaces. Come on, bro. There we go. We're just going to burn through these because I can see it's all the double spaces. Yeah, we're going to omit that. It's saying out of any time. I'm going to say out at any time. Boom. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and remove it all together. Screw it. I'm just going through here. By the way, this is Pro Writing Aid, folks. If you've never taken a look at it, go over to my affiliate link at dalelinks.com/ProWritingAid. And I believe there is a 20% off coupon if you use that link right there. So, not sure why I put it up in just YouTube, so I'm going to give it to everybody here. dalelinks.com/ProWritingAid. Pro writing aid. There. Yeah, we're going to get more importantly. Move that out of here. Okay. Within the app itself, you can borrow or return books with ease. Once you've selected them, your books are available on any device where the app is loaded. Why don't we just say with the app? On any device with the app. There we go. Now we can pull out the E is loaded and get the passive sentence structure pulled out of there. The account's old history will be remembered. Amazon will remember but any books or magazine must be borrowed again. I'm going to disagree with that one. Okay, so I don't need this. We can get rid of that stuff. I'm not sure why they put this one there. Okay. I'm just going to hit the little fixings here from Microsoft Word's editor. That's possessive. I don't need to have this right here. I'll probably keep the title. I'm not going to mess around with the title this time around. We're going to hit save. Let's close it on out. We're going to come over here, start up this new post. Great. We're going to grab this, X out, drop it on in. PWA has changed my life. Goodness, it's great to use to edit. Yeah, you saw how it was like clunky with the Grammarly. I was like, ugh. I need to see about pulling Grammarly off my extensions and such because I've just been primarily using Pro Writing Aid. Okay, so I'm going to put this to heading 2. Let's snug these things together here. I'll break up the text here in a little bit. This actually looks decent in my opinion right now. Heading 2. Again, heading 2. I'll probably be able to do some screenshots here. And I'll probably put a conclusion right here. Heading 2. We're going to go through and read this in just a second here. What do you think? Is Kindle Unlimited worth it? To get a free 30-day trail of Kindle Unlimited, visit our affiliate link at, okay, let's go back over to Genius Link. Now I'm going to look up Kindle Unlimited. I'm not sure if I've got the link here or not. We'll see in just a second here. This looks like it's it, so I'm going to open up incognito. Let's drop it in. Yep. Ooh, it's actually 2 months free. Wow. Okay. Aha, I got like 24 clicks. Sweet, dude. Oops. There we go. Catch a detailed overview of Kindle Unlimited in the video below. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. Boom. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do that little separation there. I'm going to hit back on this one because we're going to look in here. I'm not sure if I've got Kindle Unlimited on this playlist, so no, it's not. We're going to close that out. Channel playlists. I think it might be products. Okay, maybe not products. Product. Really, you're going to be that anal retentive with me. Okay, and again, we're just going to go right into the playlist. That way, when someone watches it, it'll automatically queue up to one of my videos on the website. Here we go. Pasting it on in here. Awesome. Press enter. We'll frame it out here. And learn how to publish to Kindle Unlimited in this article. I'm going to go into here. We're going to look up KDP Select because I know I've got to have a post in here about KDP Select. Prep tutorial. I do not have one about Kindle. That is crazy. Let me see if I can find something on Kindle Unlimited. You have got to be kidding me. So this is where I'm going to facepalm myself on this one. There was already an article up about this one. Ava actually did a post about it. So we might actually be done. Yeah. Yep, Ava's already handled it. So there is actually a fully optimized post. She even has the hero image up here. Okay, well, wow. I thought we were going to be in it for a little while longer, but it's a good thing I started searching for some stuff. Generally, it's going to be a rinse and repeat process. I highly recommend that when you get blog posts put together, make sure that you double check your blog post that you already written, so that way you're not doing duplicates, because in this instance I got a duplicate. I just might go take it and put it over on Medium and drop it there, because I might as well get my money's worth, right? So can't help but crack up about that one. Gold MMO King, how you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. We're getting ready to wrap up here. I just did a virtual facepalm here on this show here, because I literally had a blog post written that honestly was already pretty much done. So I'm just gonna hit save draft. We don't even need to do anything with that. Alrighty. I'm debating over whether to go to Medium right now and just get it done, because we're gonna do the same process essentially. Nah, not today. Alrighty, so I'm gonna close this out. I'm gonna close that out. That one's good to go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, good stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the inset right here. So in any event, so long story short, when it comes to search engine optimization on your blog posts and such like that, you obviously see it does take some time and some attention and some love. But if you find areas of opportunity, ways that you can kind of delegate duties to other people, in instances like giving the original post to my assistant to handle, which she did, and then forgetting about that probably was the horrible thing. But either way, hire out if you can't be able to do it. There are even people that will even put it in for you. So in some instances, I'll get hold of my assistant and I'll say, hey, could you take this article and post this up for me? And then she'll go ahead and handle that. There are some people on Fiverr that'll handle those type of things. But for me, I went and hired a ghostwriter over on Floxy, and they just do short form. Please don't think you're going to be going over there and getting some long ebooks put together. It probably is possible, but I wouldn't recommend it because it's very messy. But you're going to go to dalelinks.com/Floxy to take a look at that. Again, that's a referral link. I appreciate it if you end up picking up a subscription to them. The great thing is you can have as many gigs as you want to in the course of a month, typically 30 or so. Some days I'll get like 2 to 3. Other days I'll just get maybe 1 or less gigs finished. It just depends on how in depth it is. But go take a look at dalelinks.com/Floxy. The next link, of course, you saw me grab the images. That was from Deposit Photos. And you can go to dalelinks.com. Excuse me, hang on. It's not dalelinks.com. It's selfpublishingwithdale.com/deposit photos. And then last but not least, the AI, the artificial intelligence that helped us out a little bit with their meta description. That was conversion.ai. And you can take a look at them at dalelinks.com/conversion. They will give you up to 10,000 words free if you go and use them right now. So there's that, dalelinks.com/conversion. And as we start to wrap up today's broadcast, this was rather impromptu. If you enjoyed it, please let me know. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitch, today was just a rare day. I thought I'd just come on in here and get you guys to look on over my shoulder. I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break, ice my neck, and come back and do some more things. I got some videos to shoot tonight. So this broadcast would not have been made possible. It would not have been. Let's go ahead and start that one. Yep, whoop, whoop, yep. Here we go. I swear I don't drink coffee, but it sounds like I do. Today's broadcast has been exclusively sponsored by the fine folks over at Winning Writers for the North Street Book Prize. Are you an author? Do you have a published work at any time, whether it was recent or long time ago? They're accepting self-published authors' works in 6 different categories with the grand prize up to $5,000 plus marketing opportunities and so much more. And that doesn't even include the $1,000 they're going to be giving to the #1 placement for each of the 6 categories. These folks are fantastic at what they do. In fact, the Alliance of Independent Authors themselves have put their stamp of approval on this award. So North Street Book Prize, you're going to go over to winningwriters.com/Dale21 to get some more information or even enter your book. Let me know if you do enter the book, and if you win, let me know that as well, because I'll send you a case of banana stickers. No, I can't afford that. I'll send you a banana sticker and a Self-Publishing with Dale sticker. So let me know if you enter that, and I'd be happy to send that out your way. That's really not much of an incentive, but I don't want to incentivize you to go do that because it's a fantastic prize. So thank you so much. Big shout out to Steven Serrell, Gold MMO King. Thank you very much for popping on in here. Caleb Smith, thank you so much for tuning in. Tony Jacobson, Unbreakable. Always great hearing from you, buddy. And if you happen to be watching this replay, thank you. I love you. I do. I know this makes it weird. Let's lock eyes here, you and me. I love you. I do. Don't make this weird. Okay? Okay. I see you and I can see you love me back. All right, that's fine. That's fine. So thank you so much, everybody. I really do appreciate it.